I got a short sent to me saying that there's a pastor, like as if there's only one. There's bunches. But this one said the Bible doesn't teach vegetarian or veganism. I think I agree with them. I think the idea is it's not that it teaches veganism, but it does teach compassion. Yeah, let's look at what he has to say, and then I'll kind of comment from there. So let's tag him in. Oh, there he goes.
What does the Bible say about veganism and vegetarianism? Actually, the Bible doesn't teach veganism or vegetarianism. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not wrong to just eat vegetables, but it's not wrong to eat meat as well. In fact, it's not wrong to eat meat as well.
Okay, as a vegan animal rights activist, do you hear what I hear? It's like, it's not wrong to show compassion and mercy to animals, but it's okay if you don't. Isn't that essentially what this dude just said? It's the Bible doesn't teach it, so you've got the right to do what you want. And yeah, I agree. You got the right to do what you want. Why do you want to hurt animals unnecessarily? There's no need for animals in the human diet. None whatsoever. And I know you can pop up with all these crazy YouTube doctors saying that you need to eat animals for protein or some stupid, ridiculous thing. If that was true, there wouldn't be millions of vegans like me who are alive. You know, I'm in my 60s. I take no medications. I take a one-a-day vitamin, not a one-a-day, another brand, but you get the idea, multivitamin. I'm not lacking in anything. But when you're in your 60s, your body doesn't absorb nutrients as well as it could. Like when you're in your 30s, you're practically bulletproof. So yeah, a vitamin doesn't hurt. But honestly, if we needed to eat animals, so many people would be dead right now. But we're not. I mean, think about it. When was the last time you went to a hospital and you saw a care unit full of vegans that were protein deficient? It doesn't happen. We don't need to eat animals to survive. Okay, not quite the subject. I went off a little bit. Let's see what else he has to say.
In fact, the New Testament, God gives the Apostle Peter a vision where he shows him all kinds of animals that were previously forbidden to be eaten. And God says, no, eat. I'm pronouncing all of these things clean. So if you prefer to eat meat.
For a pastor, misuse that Acts chapter 10 story where Peter is told to rise, kill, and eat. I've done so many videos about it. You can go look at it. I'm going to give you a brief one of it. Peter is on a mission. He's going to go visit a guy named Cornelius. Cornelius is a Gentile. Peter is a Jew. Jews and Gentiles, they can't hang out together. All right, so this is bothering Peter. He goes up on a rooftop to take a nap. He gets a vision. God lowers a sheet in this vision with all kinds of animals on it. And he says, Peter, rise, kill, and eat. And Peter's like, no, I can't do anything that's unclean. And God says, rise, kill, and eat. No, I can't. Rise, kill, and eat. No, I can't. 3 times this happens. And then Peter's like, I don't know what this vision meant. Then by the end of the chapter, you got to read past that vision part with the sheet. Like, well, that's all this guy here, or here, or here. There he is. Yeah. All he's saying is the rise, kill, and eat part. There's so much more to it. You got to read all the way to the end of chapter 10, where Peter finally gets face to face with Cornelius and says, God gave me a vision, and it let me know that there are no more clean and unclean. I can talk to you, a non-Jew. I can hang out with you, a non-Jew. I can worship with you. You and I are equal in God's eyes. We're not separate anymore. There is no more clean or unclean. That sheet had nothing to do with food. If it did, they would have had a pig party on that day, and they would have been celebrating a barbecued, pork ribs or something. No, they didn't. And when Peter told the story again to the Jews who questioned him, like, why are you hanging out with non-Jewish people? He said, God gave me a vision, and went over it again. Twice he talks about it. So no, I can't believe a pastor, pastors should know more than a guy like me. I'm just a Bible thumping fanatic, but this guy should be a well-educated person. And for him to take that out of, if he's doing it purposefully, that's not a good thing to do, Pastor. If he's doing it by mistake, well, then I don't understand how he can get to there, because that's kindergarten stuff. And if he's a pastor, he should be in college. Do you know what I mean? Okay, let's figure out what else he has to say.
If you prefer to not eat meat, that's fine as well. That's an option.
So I'm going to challenge him again, since the Bible doesn't say it, but we do have So many verses that say we are to show compassion, mercy, and kindness, that the fruit of the Spirit, according to the Apostle Paul in Galatians, are love, joy, patience, mercy, kindness. Those are our defining principles of our Christian faith. So, can we eat products made from animal abuse? Yes. Should we avoid them? Yes. It's not an option to be involved in animal abuse. It's not an option for a Christian to be involved in violence when you can get out of it. We're not talking about the first century Christians when there were no grocery stores and they had to eat whatever they could. We're talking about the 21st century where we live in a world of abundance. And God's going to look at us and say, you had abundance. It's not like when I was hanging out with my 12 buddies in Galilee, right? You have abundance. Why did you choose violence? The rest of the apostles didn't. You do. Okay, I think I made my point there. For activists, if you're talking to a Christian, just try to change the word from vegan to kindness. All right, so does the Bible require us to be kind to animals? Should we be kind to animals? Yeah. See what I mean? Do it like that.
But the Bible does not teach either specifically.
Well, I agree with them. The Bible doesn't teach either specifically, but hopefully I gave you a little bit of ammunition. And I'm glad this was sent to me because this pastor here makes a lot of statements as if they're absolute fact. And a lot of Christians that follow pastors like him will believe it. And if you're an activist, you're going to deal with people who believe exactly what he does, not because it's in the Bible, but because they heard a pastor, somebody who's in an educated and a position of authority, teach it to them that way. So remember my clobber question. It settles all this guy's problems. It's, if you're a Christian, you have a choice of food that comes from animal abuse, from bestiality, from violence and pain and suffering and death, or you have a choice of food that comes from mercy and compassion. What should a Christian choose? It's so simple. Let's go find another one I can look at. I don't know why compassion is so hard for Christians to wrap their head around.